What's going on, gamers? And before I begin tonight's rants or whatnot, I just want to start off by saying that Crash has and like forever will have the greatest bitch slap in gaming history.
Gotcha, bitch! 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 Gotcha, bitch!
Nothing compares to that. No kind of bitch slap. Not even Big Mo bitch slapping the shit out of Cochise and the Warriors if you fuck up. That is the king of bitch slap. Hands down. But it's time for rants tonight. Now, the first thing I want to actually rant about, and the first topic, is let's go to Final Fantasy XII with Yiazmat. If you haven't made it this far in the game, don't even worry, because it's ultimately not worth it, to me anyway, because if you've never gotten to this mark, it's the very last hunt. It's the very last mark you do in the game. Now, my problem with this is, what does it have, like 12 million HP or something like that? Ultimately, what is the purpose of killing it? You know, all you get if you kill it is what? The worm hero blade? And it's supposed to be like really strong? Ultimately, what would getting this blade help? What, one-hit deaths? I already have achieved like almost every strongest blade in the game. My Ultima blade was stronger than the Worm Hero blade. I mean, ultimately, why waste time trying to kill something that long? Number one, you only can hold up to 99 potions. So your 99 potions will run up in what, 15, not even 15 minutes, alright? And I don't think there's a gambit that can get you to last that long to kill it. You know, I mean, you can have a gambit set in which, you know, Pinello or whoever has magic can keep healing a person over and over again, but ultimately, what is going to happen if you are fighting something with like 12 million HP, you run out of potions, you run out of magic to heal, you're fucked. Why? You know, I never understood this boss or this mark. I mean, maybe it's just for, you know, trophies and achievements, but it's kind of not worth trying to fight it. Ultimately, I stop fighting anything. If it takes me more than 20 to 30 minutes to kill it, I'm not going to bother wasting my time trying to. Especially if, in the end, all I get is a sword that I can kill everything with one hit, which I can kill everything with one hit already, depending on what weapon you forged, you know? So let me know what you guys think of that, because I think it's pointless. I think this is a pointless mark. I mean, just for the die-hard Final Fantasy people who want to hunt every mark like my friend Slug. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are probably taking on, but anyway, let's move on to Trevor killing Johnny Klebitz in GTA 5. What the fuck was that? I mean, oh my god, like, you mean to tell me Johnny did all that shit in Lost and Damned? Even though he is lost and damned afterwards, because the whole game, Johnny and the Lost are on a downward spiral as it is. For them to have Johnny killed off like that and that quickly just was some bullshit. Like, I like Johnny. Johnny was bad. He had that biker persona. He had that Sons of Anarchy feel about him, you know? And just to have Trevor stomp him out like he's just a regular fucking bum pedestrian you can gawk up and punch on the streets in Vice City, it just got me. Like, really? Really, Rockstar? I know they did it for shock value to, like, introduce Trevor or whatever, but goddamn, man, like that? I mean, just have Johnny, like, if Johnny's gonna die, have him do something climactic, you know? Don't have him fucking curb stomp to death. But I understand people say like this is years after Lost and Damn, man. He's on meth. He's skinny. He's fragile. He's fucked up and all that. Well, that's cool. Have him do something crazy and fucked up a meth head would do. Don't have him go out like a damn Lifetime drama queen over Ashley's fucking ass. You know, it's just I hated watching that scene. I hated to see Johnny get done like that, which led to me picking at the end of the game. B choice to turn on Trevor. I had to avenge Johnny. I wanted to because I like Johnny Klebitz. You know, he was fucking cool, and just to have him killed off like that, just fucking Trevor, man. All right, moving on to tonight's useless character. I got a nice list of these. Tonight I want to talk about Carver Hawke. Yeah, let's get into the fucking whiny ass Carver Hawke from Dragon Age 2. He is one of the reasons I never wanted to start as a mage, as an apostate, because Carver will fight you on every choice you make through the game. You cannot make one choice without plus rivalry Carver, minus friendship Carver. It's like, dude, what the fuck do you agree with? What, you want me to fuck Bethany really quick? You want me to do my sister in front of you? Will that get you off? Will that get you to plus friendship me? It's just like he will fight you on every choice, and just ultimately he's fucking useless in combat. He uses the same big sword technique like every damn soldier in the game uses. Not to mention, if you don't give in to his fucking baby whining and taking him seriously as a warrior, he'll go and join the Templars, and he'll just take up just an extra slot in your character selection. Like when you're trying to pick your party, he's just a blacked out spot. There's no reason for him to be there after he goes off and joins the Templars because he's so fucking whiny. This was my least favorite character through the whole Dragon Age 2 game. I mean, he's just Carver. Like, you never took the time to level him up much on anything. You know, you kept him very basic because he needed to stay basic. He had no relevance. He had no personality. It's not like keeping Bethany or keeping Varric or Fenris where somebody's got some degree of personality. He didn't have any. He was just playing as a fucking guard there. Like most of the guards there are just go, move, you know? He just dry. And that's why tonight I think he's a useless fucking character. You know, you might disagree with me, but I know I kept Bethany. You know, I'd rather just start as a ranger or a warrior than a mage, just so I could avoid Carver Hawke. So, opinion time. Bushido Blade. I know a lot of people have played this. I played it years later. You know, I first played it in 2003. Now, Bushido Blade was an awesome series to me because that's the first time I had ever been introduced to a fighting game that is all about timing and critical hits. You know, usually your fighting games, you have your bar here, your timer, you knock each other out until, you know, when you punch each other till you're fucking dead, you know. But Bushido Blade, there was something special about it, you know? Like, it kind of encouraged me to play other things like Kingo and Way of the Samurai, stuff like that, because I don't know what it was about. Even though it was tedious, it had that real anime-like edge to it, and it was just a real interesting fighting game. I mean, they switched it up when the second one came out, because the first game, it was like one-hit combos, you know, circle, 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 and they mixed it up into, you know, making you switch up your sword technique, like front, forward, back. You know, even though it was harder because you had to put together combos like square, square, circle, square, square, triangle, stuff like that, and still manage to guard at the same time, you know. Then, in my opinion, I think it like ushered other sword-like games like that. You know, like I said, Kingo, Legend of the Nine, and other fighting games where it's just about instant death. You know, as it would be if you were, you know, watching an actual samurai fight. You know, there's no second chances. There's no bars, or there's no time limit. You either surrender, or you kill them, or you are killed in one blow. And it's just like the kills could come out of anywhere. I got killed like 13 fucking times in battle because of blind spots. You know, you're open in one area, and they move on that one area. You go high, you sweep your fucking legs up. Damn! You go down, he stab you in the fucking forehead. Damn!
Surprise, motherfucker!
You know, I had never played a fighting game like that, and in my opinion, man, Bushido Blade was just, it's one of the greatest fighting games. You know, while I was playing Tekken and everything, it was fucking great. It kicks ass. I still have it on the emulator, and you can find the original on Amazon still. I think it goes for about what, $20-30 or something like that. You know, if you have a PS1 and all. But many people just emulate nowadays, like me, because I know I emulate a lot, because a lot of those older systems are hard to come by. And, you know, I was like, you know, I really want Bushido Blade, because I want to talk about it in the opinion section of the show. But let me know what you think. Still think that is awesome. That's a very awesome game, and if you have not played it, you need to indulge yourself. It's time consuming, the combat sometimes, but ultimately, man, it was just an awesome fighting game. So check that out if you haven't played it. Educate yourself. And of course, I end the show with a fight to think about. You know, think about this fight. Now, let's go Dante's Inferno against God of War. Dante versus Kratos. Me and my friends have talked about this fight quite often, actually. And it's pretty tough to judge this fight. You know, I think the fallen God of War versus the man who killed death himself, who wields Death's scythe. Kratos with the blades of exile, forged by the mythic gods, you know? I think that would be an awesome fight. And ultimately, it's hard for me to wager on who would win. Usually I would pick a winner, but that's pretty tough. You know, bouts like this are naturally just, you can't attribute everything in one choice, you know? Because they both have so much to attribute to make a selection. That's tough. It's a real tough, that's a tricky fight. And that's why none of us can actually come up with a conclusion. You know, some people I know would say Kratos, some would say Dante. Me, I can't make a choice because it's hard. That's a really hard choice. But I think that's a good fight. So let me know what you guys think of that. Leave your comments and your opinions on anything I talked about on this episode. I really like to hear back from you guys. So until next time, I will see you guys on the next Cross Realm.